welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are talking about hair porosity. So, we all know that our hair is different. We all know that we have different types of hair porosity. So, in today's video, I'm going to tell you more about hair porosity and the things that you should be able to do so that you can better take care of your hair, be it natural hair, straight hair, whatever texture or type of hair you have. I think the information that I have today will help you in being able to take care of your hair, being able to see length retention, be able to see your hair grow, be able to see your hair just flourish. I mean, isn't that all we want for our hair to be as beautiful as, I don't know, as beautiful as any other type of hair, especially our natural hair. I feel like natural hair is not, is not given a lot of, but it is a beautiful type of hair texture that I love, that we all love. So let's get into today's video. So we have I'll be looking down. I did some notes, so please, if I'm looking down, don't think I'm looking at my own things. I even have a pen because I mean business. Like, I'm here to inform you, so I mean business. Like, I'm writing notes, I'm checking in things so that I can tell you everything that I have researched so that I can help you as far as I have gotten the help myself. So we have three types of hair porosity. We have low porosity, we have normal porosity, and we have high porosity. So the way that you will check which type of hair porosity you are, you take like a tiny bit of your hair, like a strand from your hair, take a glass of water, and then you put your hair inside that water. If your hair sinks below the glass, at the bottom of the glass, that means you have high porosity. And if it stays at the middle, that means you have normal porosity. And then if it sinks above, it's not like it's here, it's like, yeah, but if it's there, then you have low porosity, just like me. I am a hair porosity kind of person. So let's talk about the first one. The first ones we'll be talking about low hair porosity. If you have low hair porosity, what are the characteristics of that type of hair porosity? What are the kind of products that you should use? What is it that you have to do to be able to take care of your low porosity hair? So, what does it mean? Having low porosity means that your hair doesn't allow moisture to be absorbed rather into your hair follicles because they are very close together. So that means hair doesn't penetrate easily on your hair cuticles or follicles. That means when you spray water into your hair, it stays on top of your hair. It doesn't get absorbed as easily. That is the first characteristics of seeing that you have low porosity hair. And then, as I told you how you check, you do the glass water method. That will show you if you have low, normal, or high porosity. And then I have some tricks and tips that I think would work for our type of hair porosity. So I usually steam my hair. That would help your hair follicles or your hair cuticles to open up a bit and be able to allow moisture in. So if you have a steamer, you can use that to steam your hair, or you can find an alternative. I don't know if there's an alternative to steaming your hair, but you can find an alternative so that you can be able to steam your hair so that you can be able to open up your hair follicles. And then you can there are things called humectants. Humectants are things like aloe vera, the things like honey, there are things like Yeah, honey and aloe vera. These provide extra moisture into your hair. You know, when there's a saying that when you're doing hair masks, you should add a bit of honey in there, because honey is a good product to use on your hair. It adds moisture to your hair, especially for a hair type like ours that doesn't allow moisture in easily. So which means that you would be able to trap the moisture that the honey provides. And I think that is amazing. Honestly, I think that is amazing, because speaking for myself, I've seen my hair time and time again. When it's dry, it breaks a lot, and when I put water in it, it just stays on top unless I rub the water into the hair. Then it gets hydrated like that. So I normally, if I'm doing a hair treatment, if I'm doing deep conditioning, I have a hair hoodie that I bought at, I think it was Clicks. The next time that I do a video, I'll just find a picture of it and I'll put it in the video to show you which hoodie that I use. I use that hoodie to be able to um help my hair, to allow moisture into my hair. So that is what I use when I'm using, when I have deep my god, why is English running? When when I do deep conditioning, I use heat, whether it's from a hair dryer, a hair hoodie. I try somehow, somewhere to incorporate heat into that, because that would mean the treatment that you are using at that time is able to be absorbed by your hair, and your hair is able to absorb the ingredients that it needs for it to be moisturized, for it to get whatever it needs to get from that treatment that you are using at that certain time. So, yes, as I said, you must use heat when you're using when you are deep conditioning, or you're doing your treatments. You must use heat. You must also be able to use light moisturizers or oils, because unlike other types of hair, our hair doesn't absorb moisture, as I said earlier. So imagine if you're using a heavier oil or a heavier butter, and then your hair doesn't absorb it. That is a waste of product. So instead of using butters, I would suggest that you use moisturizers. Sorry, that would mean it's not heavy, it's just a light thing, and it gets absorbed very easily into your hair. That is my suggestion. I don't know if you take it or you don't take it, but I feel like it is a good suggestion to take, especially if you want your hair to stay hydrated and to grow, for you to see the growth. Because if you have dry hair, you look like, let me not say. So yeah, and then there are products that are able to accommodate low porosity hair. I saw sometime, I think it was last year or the beginning of the year, that Sheer Moisture had a low porosity line. I'm not sure, I'll just double check on that, but I saw that they had a low porosity line. So that would mean you have shampoo, you have a conditioner, you have a moisturizer, you have a leave-in conditioner, you have oils that are specifically catered to your type of hair. So moving right along, if you have normal hair porosity, that would mean your cuticles, the cuticles of your hair are not close together, but they are not open. So this would mean you get moisture easily in, but okay, sorry. It is easy for you to get moisture into your hair. It is also as easy to retain the moisture. So if we had to choose which kind of porosity we would like to have, I'd stay on the normal one, because if I put moisture in, it stays in. Not like My one, if I put moisture in, I have to struggle first, and then. But you know what? That's life. So for normal hair porosity, so it means that your hair easily absorbs the moisture that you put in it, be it butters, water, oils, and everything that you put into your hair. So your hair is able to retain the moisture. And then you can also use the glass method, as I've already said, to find out which type of porosity you are. On normal porosity, your hair will not sink to the bottom, and it will not stay on top. It will be just at the middle. Then you know but you know what? I can absorb moisture into my hair. Yes. So, I think for this type of porosity, you are able to use protein free conditioners. You have to use protein free conditioners, but we must not rule out protein altogether for our hair. I think our hair produces its own protein, but also they like my hair. I don't use protein treatments that much. I use protein treatments maybe once or twice a year because I mean low porosity and all, but still, I still try and use protein treatments to help my hair to be strong, to not be prone to breakage that much. So, even for normal hair porosity, you can still be able to use protein hair treatments. It's not like an everyday thing that that you are doing. It's like an maybe every 6 months kind of thing, or twice a year, or maybe once a year. You can choose it. Your hair, you know how your hair works, and you know how your hair grows, and you know what your hair needs. But I mean, we must not rule out like altogether the protein treatments for our hair. I feel like to some extent our hair does need for us to just do a protein treatment there and there, yabo, to just hoy in a protein treatment there and there for it to flourish. We need our hair, we need our hair to flourish. Like at some stage, you need your hair to look good, to be able to look shiny. You know, it's saying dry hair, brittle hair, it breaks. You can't touch it. I mean, and if you can't do these treatments at home, then budget, like put money aside. Because as I've said before in my previous video, natural hair is expensive. Like there's no hair that is as expensive as natural hair is. I don't want to lie. Like let's not argue even on that because you need products. Like yeah, and if you're someone like me who likes buying every other product that is out there, you know, just to try, you will sit with a lot of product at home that you're not using. For me, when I started, I bought everything. When I saw someone saying sheer moisture, I'm going to buy. When I saw someone saying, hey, native child, I'm going to buy. Until I decided that, you know what? I'm wasting my own money. Money I don't even have, mind you. Money I don't even have. But I'm wasting it on buying a lot of product that I'm not even using. So that's why I said previously, be able to choose one range of products. Maybe you're using sheer moisture or you're using native child. Native child will give you butter, will give you shampoo, will give you conditioner, oil. You see, so you're using that range and then you're going with it. If you're using another range, you're using that range and you're going with it. If it doesn't work for you, then yes, you can change. But don't be a product hoarder. Don't buy, and then you have a lot of products sitting in your cupboard and you're not using it. And then your hair's dry, but you have a storage of products that you're not using. Don't be that person. Don't be like me, my sister. Don't be like me. It ain't sexy. Yes, so natural, normal hair porosity, that is the things that you can be able to do to be able to treat your hair, to be able to see growth, to be able to moisturize your hair better than sorry, you've been doing before. And then the last one, I feel like most people fall under this last one. Obviously, if we have spoken about low, high, we are speaking about, if we're speaking about low and normal, we're speaking about high now. So on this one, high hair porosity, that would mean this type of hair means you can easily get moisture in. That is the upside of it. That is the pro of it. The con is that because obviously your hair cuticles are open, like they're far apart from each other. They're not as closely to each other as the other hair porosities. So that means as fast as you get moisture into your head, it's as fast as you can lose it. That is the downside of that. As fast as you get moisture in is as fast as you lose it. So, yes, because yes, also the test method is the same unless you have any other method that you can use to find out. But I feel like the last method has been the one that has come out on top for so far for all the natural hair videos that I've watched so far. I feel like the glass method has been the one that has been used a lot by a lot of people, and I feel like results have been good. So use that, find your hair porosity, learn about it, understand it more, and be able to take care of your hair the right way. Yeah. So high hair porosity, this one is like very different from the other two. Here you can use porcine treatments because you are trying to trap the moisture, not to escape your hair. So you can be able to use heavy butters for this one. You can be able to use heavy oils for this one because if you're using lightweight oils and your hair cuticles are so far apart from each other and you're losing moisture, you don't want to lose things that will make it easy for your hair to lose the moisture that you're trying to get into your hair. That is what I'm saying. You don't want to use products that can make it easy for your hair to become dry again. You don't want to moisturize your hair tonight and then the next morning your hair is dry because you decided to use a lightweight oil or you decided to use a moisturizer. I'm not saying those type of things are not going to work in moisturizing your hair, but I feel like there are some things that are better in this case and in this type of hair porosity than any other things would be. My opinion, again, don't me because I said that. And then you can use there are products like Mile hair mask, anti-jerky products that you can use. And then you can just take care of your hair the best way you know how. And that's what I have been doing with my natural hair. I think as far as the times that I have started to take interest in it, I've been able to, like I said, try products, try and waste money. And I came to a point where I thought, you know what, let me just stick to one thing. And the most favorite thing that I use, the most favorite oil that I would use is Jamaican black castor oil. A lot of people will attest to that. I was bald here. I didn't have hairline because at some stage in my life I had dreadlocks, and my stylist at that time would pull my hair a lot because I didn't know anything about when you pull your hair, you lose hair, blah blah blah, don't pull your hair too much. I didn't know anything about that because I didn't like take it into consideration that much. I just wanted to look gorgeous at the time. And dreadlocks, I thought it was growing my hair. My actual hair grew, but the front said no, Sissy, we are not coming. So that was my biggest thing from 2019, 2020. I took out my dreadlocks and I struggled with my hairline. I'm still struggling, but now the struggle is not too much. So I've used Jamaican castor oil. I stopped using it and I came back to it. So now I'm using it again because it is that good. Castor oil, that good. You must go and buy it, please. And just love your hair, man. Like, natural hair is beautiful. I don't want to lie, natural hair is beautiful. You can see all the people with their natural hairs, all the styles that they do, and they look absolutely gorgeous. Natural hair is as beautiful as any other type of hair. Natural hair is beautiful, and you can't argue with that. If you want to argue, go argue with your boyfriend. Okay, guys, that is the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. Please continue to watch and support my channel. Please don't forget to like, to subscribe, and I'll see you the next time I make another video.